Living Power with Dan Hurst.
Now, what do we know about grace? Grace, this divine influence on the life and its reflection in the life, is what motivates your lifestyle. If you understand grace and what God's grace has done and is doing in your life, it motivates your lifestyle. Titus 2, verses 11 through 12. For the grace of God, the divine influence on the heart and its reflection in the life of God that brings salvation, has appeared to all men. By the way, think about what that verse is saying. Every man has the opportunity to come to know Christ. I don't know how God does it, but that verse says that He gives man the opportunity, and no man will ever stand in hell and say, I didn't get a fair chance. For the grace of God that brings salvation has appeared to all men. It teaches us to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions, and to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age. I just do not like this verse. Because what this verse says is that it's God's grace that gives me the power to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions, and to live self-controlled, upright, godly lives. See, I want to blame something. I want to blame you. I want to blame anybody, for my failures, my weaknesses. But you see, what gives me the strength and the power to say no to ungodliness is God's grace, His divine influence in my life, and its revelation through the way I walk. That's what gives me the power to say no. It's not, I've got to just buck up here and just say no. It's not self-discipline. That's not what that verse is teaching. It's not about, having more willpower. That's not what the verse is saying. The verse is saying it's not about how good a Christian you are, because I have a bigger Bible than you do, and I go to church every Sunday. I've even been to church on Wednesday. What do you think about that? Ha! It's not about how good you are or how Christian you are. It's about the divine influence in your life and its revelation through you. It's divine influence on your heart and its revelation in your life. And that divine influence in your heart gives you the willpower, if you will, or the strength or the power that you need to say no to ungodliness. So the issues that you're dealing with in your life, that you're having trouble saying no, you need a good dose of grace. Discovering the divine influence on the heart and its revelation in your life. Ask God to pour His grace out on you. Ask God to reveal Himself in you so that you'll understand His influence on your life, and then it will be revealed through you. Secondly, we know that God's grace produces hope. The word hope means confident anticipation. Confident anticipation. That's exactly what the word means. Titus 3:7 says, having been justified by His grace, we might become heirs, having the hope of eternal life. When you have hope, confident anticipation, it changes the way you live. It changes the way you walk. It changes the way you respond. It changes the way you relate to people. It changes the way you connect.